We're back at Super Bowl 59 NFL Media Headquarters in Radio Row. Mark Singleton and Thurman Thomas, the great Hall of Fame running back, here with us. Craig Smoke is out today. Paul Catalina, and I'm David Smoke. When you come to Radio Row, and I know it's been a long time since you played in the game, when you started coming to this, whatever this is called, I call it Gangs of New York in the middle of the day. I mean, it's a slugfest. What were your first impressions seeing so much yapping?
I didn't like it, man. It makes me nervous a little bit because I've never, reporters just weren't my thing. And I think growing up and stuff, I got off to a really bad start with a reporter like in high school.
Willowridge?
Yeah, Willowridge High School, right, And so ever since then, it's been like, oh, this here, what kind of questions are they going to ask me? What are they going to try to stir up, or what is this? But, it's gotten better. Obviously, I can't even remember. I mean, the last time we were there in '93, I have no idea what it was then. But it's changed, and it's good. I love to see the different type of guys that you see in these interview spaces because you might not know about them, and so it gives the fans and everybody a chance to get to know them.
The first one I ever went to was the one in L.A., Cowboys and Bills, and there were like 12 radio stations down at the bottom of the Century Plaza Hotel. Really, there was hardly anybody there, and then of course you just started multiplying, and here we are with what it is today.
Thurman, the Bills are right there. Is the fact that Patrick Mahomes exists and walks this earth the reason that they can't break through? Because it looks like they're doing pretty much everything else right.
We're doing everything right, man. We're doing everything right. We obviously have a great record against them during the regular season, but when it counts, we're 0-4. And we just can't get over that hump, man. And every game has been like last possession game. There hasn't been blowouts or anything. And to be honest with you, Josh has probably outplayed Patrick Mahomes. But it's just something with clock management or not a play being called right or scripted right. So, we've just been close, man. I take my hat off to Andy Reid and the Hunt family and what they've done there with Patrick Mahomes and what he's accomplished there. And, I'm an AFC guy, so, both of the guys at quarterback are from Texas. So, but I'm an AFC guy and just love what they've done. But the Bills, man, they need that. I don't know whether it is. Is it another wide receiver? Or for me, I think it's a defensive player. There's already been chatter about we're going after Myles Garrett or Max Crosby because we need somebody like that. Right. We need a game changer. And, hey, look, I love Von Miller in the years that he's had over the years, but he just – when he had that injury a year and a half ago, he just wasn't the same. And once you get older, your skills do diminish, no doubt. I mean, mine were high, and all of a sudden I hit like 30, and all of a sudden, I felt like I was 260 when I was only 240, but my body was aching. So, but, I just think, Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid just have a great system together.
You were able to get to 4 Super Bowls. They have not been able to. But if you would have won the first one, the Giants, the field goal with Norwood, had you won that one, would you guys have reeled off a couple in a row, or would it have been like everything else, it's hard to keep on winning at that level?
I don't know the answer to that. I really don't. I know if some people have said, had we won that first one, we probably wouldn't have went to 3 more.
Right.
So it's just how it is, because looking at our standpoint, we were hunting, and if you win, now you're being hunted. It's a different mindset that you have. Hey, going to 4 was tough, but getting to 1 was tough too. But obviously having the 4 losses, man, hey, it happens. This is pro sports. I'd rather be on this side of the Buffalo Bills than that side of the Cleveland Browns.
Right. Yeah.
So,
No, you're right.
So, there's teams behind us that, that still are having to.
Dallas,
even Dallas, man. They're supposed to be America's team, man.
Yeah, they haven't done much.
They haven't done much. So
it might be South America's team right now. I don't know.
That's a good one.
No, I say as a lifelong Cowboy fan, I say that. The league for a minute forgot about running backs, Thurman.
Right.
And they it's weird how trends happen where somebody decides that, oh, well, we've got to save money here. Oh, we can save money on the running back position.
Right.
And then they're wondering, like, hey, why aren't our offenses as good? Or why can't we do this? Well, because the defense have now adjusted. And so running backs kind of got together. We're like, hey, this is BS. And, a couple of them this year, like Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, who's here this week. A ton of others showed out, and now all of a sudden people are like, oh, maybe we need a running back now.
Yeah, I probably I was not just including myself, Emmett, Barry, Eric Dickerson, Marcus Allen. We were all like, oh, my God, thank God somebody wants to run the football. Somebody wants to be physical at the point of contact. Like, that's what football is. It's about running and tackling, right? It was never really about throwing until, Peyton Manning came along, and Tom Brady and Drew Brees and all these guys. So I think where everyone was looking for, like, we need pass rushers. You still have these pass rushers, but they're, 240, 250, 260? Well, we got a 320-pound linebacker that can run block and pass block. And I guarantee you, if I put him against your pass rusher now, we'll win the matchup right now. And I think that's why the running back game is starting to come, because you have to be a physical football team, really. I mean, almost like Baltimore. Baltimore defensive front is physical. They're fast, and they can get to the quarterback, and they can stop the run. So, yeah, I think the times have changed where, you're just going after the passer now. That's going to stop now, I think. And there's supposed to be a couple of nice running backs coming out of college this year, too.
From Texas.
He's from Texas, right?
That's right.
I'm really looking forward to it, because I think, like, some of these younger quarterbacks that are coming into the league, you need somebody to take some of that edge off of you, and the running game is it.
Mark, you've been a part of this now for 16 years. This is a great deal. She's been a part of it for a long time, too. We've always got the box of the pork rinds and all that. You've seen Thurman representing your company and pork rinds because of what he's done. Just the journey of the first time you've been here, and now here we are a decade and a half later.
Well, you were mentioning early how much bigger this thing has gotten. It went from a handful of people 15 years ago to one of the biggest parties on earth.
Yep.
And everybody's here. What kills me is you're liable to see anybody here. And this has done so much to raise awareness for Coach Ditka's Gridiron Great organization, which Thurman's a great part of. Right. I've been on the board now for 15 years. And tonight we're going to have a great party and raise a ton of money to help players that played before the big money, before the pension. If you played before 90, there's real monetary issues that a lot of these players have, a lot of health issues, a lot of brain injuries, and Coach's Foundation and Karen at the Gridiron Greats helps literally dozens and dozens of players every year with critical medical need, critical hardships, and we're just so proud to be a part of it and be with here Thurman talking about Pork Rind Appreciation Day and the Gridiron Greats.
Yeah, it's a brotherhood, I mean, just to hear some of the stories, and and you know what? I think as a professional athlete, you take a lot of pride in what you do and how you play the game. And sometimes it's tough for a lot of guys to want help, And I think that's Mike Ditka and the Gridiron Greats have made it so much easier. Just like, hey, just give us a call and talk to us, and we can handle everything. It has been
the stories
tremendous.
Are amazing of the people they help, and to your point, these are some of the warriors. They've been warriors the whole life. To ask for help is very, very hard.
Well,
Coach makes it so easy.
We've had military veterans who have dropped by to talk about PTSD and some that have lost limbs and how the transition sometimes just from that career or where it's a routine-oriented thing and then all of a sudden into real life. And in this case, when Mike Ditka was walking around, there were some people like, it was Mike Ditka, but they were like, what? No one really understood what the passion was of Gridiron Greats. And now it's like, you guys are here, you're supposed to be here, and we love it when you are here.
Yeah. Thurman, most people don't get to pick, too, when they retire.
That's right.
Most people don't get to pick when it's over.
Yeah, when it's over, it's over, And the thing about it, it's not just football, too. It's basketball, it's baseball, it's hockey, it's a lot of different sports, and I don't know, what's involved with it, but I know one thing there: Mike Dick and the Gridiron Greats do a hell of a
Hey,
job.
I have one question to ask you before we let you go. You had the coolest old school face mask.
Old school
the
face
4-bar. If you were playing today, would you wear one of the like cool ones, or would you say, give me my 4 bars like that?
You know what? I would probably say, you know what? Give me my 4 bars, man, because
You and Kenneth Davis both had the 4
I
bars.
was in a blue-collar town. I mean, I wore a brace on my knee, so I was just a rough, rugged type of guy that ate chicken wings and drank beer. And you know what? If the chin strap came unbuckled on one of the 2 snaps, just let it go. And just I do the because my idol was Earl Campbell, and once I got that face mask in high school. In the 7th grade, I stuck with it for the rest of my life because of Earl Campbell.
His brother Tim passed away this week.
Oh, did he
Yeah,
really?
I know you guys
sorry.
are close. I
Yes,
just want to
yes,
let
we
you know
are.
that.
Yeah.
Thurman, thank you very much.
All
Mark,
right.
as always,
Oh,
thank you very
buddy,
much.
thank y'all
Appreciate it.
so
Willow
much.
Ridge, Oklahoma State, Buffalo Bills, Hall of Fame. This is 365 Sports in New Orleans.